SCP-2095 The Siege of Gyaros. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Reliquary Site-26 was constructed around SCP-2095, preventing access and enclosing it from view. Site-26 has been disguised as a weather observatory, and agents within the Greek government are to ensure that the site is publicly viewed as such. Description: SCP-2095 is primarily a subterranean temple complex located on Gyaros, an arid and uninhabited Greek island in the Aegean Sea. Structure predates previously known archaeological sites on the island. Inscriptions found within have included Cretan hieroglyphs, Linear A, Hittite cuneiform, and a previously unknown writing system composed of spiral-shaped glyphs varying in complexity. SCP-2095 is composed of entirely biological material and is believed to have once been a living organism. Samples taken from SCP-2095 have revealed bone, chitin, muscle, adipose, and viscera. Radiocarbon dating has placed the subject's death at 12,000 to 1000 BCE, with soft tissue having undergone a form of embalmment. Chambers are connected together via tunnels, which are structurally and cellularly similar to the inner lining of the human intestinal tract. Large sphincters appear to have served as doors and are permanently relaxed. These portals would have likely been able to open and close as needed pre-mortem. The largest room contains an altar composed of bone, a component of the SCP-2095 organism. Forensic evidence suggests that it was used in a sacrificial manner. It is believed possible that living sacrifices provided SCP-2095 with the nutrients necessary for its survival, and the floor itself shows signs of acidic corrosion. The base of the altar has been carved into an Ouroboros, believed to be a symbol of religious importance to the creators of SCP-2095. 29 scrolls were discovered within the northernmost chamber of SCP-2095. Only 4 were found to be written in Hittite cuneiform, while the rest remain undecipherable. Of those 4, 3 are considered to be of spiritual and philosophical nature, while 1 appears to be an inventory report. Foundation archaeologists have found evidence of warfare throughout the island. This has included skeletal remains depicting likely anomalous causes of death, such as implosion, internal combustion, disintegration, radiation poisoning, and fatal physical reconstruction. The Foundation became aware of SCP-2095 after reports of a cathedral of bone being discovered by a team of Greek archaeologists who had been studying a large mound on the island of Gyaros. Class B amnestics were administered, and the archaeologists were returned to the general population. SCP-2095 was easily secured, and construction of Reliquary Site-26 was completed by September 12, 1949. Inventory Scroll. Resources: illegible. 1,340 slaves. 10 surrendered at the Shrine of Consumption when the Black Moon holds dominion over the heavens. 12 biltu of gold, pure. 1,200 goats. 300 pigs. Fragment missing. Our Secret Legion. 3,000 Aditi faithful. 500 Thracian faithful, including 12 translated as Storm Beasts. 2,000 Urartu, translated as Converts or Conscripts. 400 Sardanian Mercenaries. 250 Kaskian Faithful. 100 Kaftor Conspirators. Can their loyalty be trusted when they so easily betrayed their own? 300 Mycenaean Mercenaries. Armory. 2,550 bone-crafted blades and shields. 2,000 bone-crafted bows. 10,000 bone-crafted arrows, poisoned with hellborn and venom of adder. 60 amphora of illegible. 200 amphora of liquid fire. 20 cursed tablets, placed around the perimeter of the island. 1 amphora of red death. Scroll 1. The wound cut from the flesh of totality. Deep, it severed the line of future and past. Drawn to its ancient fester, God swarmed as flies to a corpse. We waited within bloodless veins, faithful to that which we could not know, unable to imagine that we might become their greater. Here we slept, until our souls became flesh. Son Alku. Scroll 2. Heavily stained, paragraph illegible. The swineherd prostrated himself before the Sorcerer King and asked, "Great Sorcerer King and Ozermok, Heart of Man and Light of Lights, I speak for the folk of the Cold Marsh. We fear the red lanterns that dance without harmony, our spirit guides warn of ill omens." And Ion did assure the man, "I have gazed upon the faceless ones, servitor of his undulating vastness. Their chief is blind, castrated by their words and will. He sings songs of anarchy, but they will not come again. These terrible spirits do not deserve our love. Render unto them no sacrifice, until the stars have aligned." Son Vith. Scroll 3. And to his flock Ion thus spoke, "I have stepped beyond the flow of dreams, stood before the old ones, within their own desolate domain. I have endured their intolerable force, across countless eons. I have seen the infinite dead worlds, murder death herself. I have read the entrails of our Creator, beheld eternity unfurled. Know that our paradise draws near, and with our own flesh shall we birth it." Sewn Skull. Addendum. On May 24, 2014, an earthquake occurred at the Aegean Sea. Reliquary Site 26 was unharmed, as were the anomalous objects retained within since its construction. SCP-2095 did however suffer some structural damage, but provided to be a serendipitous event. A hitherto unknown sphincter, sealed and hidden through calcification, had erupted open within the altar chamber. Exploration of the chamber led to the discovery of a body of a human male. Individual has shown no signs of decay, and although lacking a detectable heartbeat, EEG scans have revealed low-level brain activity. Research into the subject and its relationship with SCP-2095 is currently ongoing. Found inside was a single, well-preserved scroll, strewn carelessly and likely never meant to be contained within. Deduced to be a letter, it is believed to have been written by the ruling authority at SCP-2095, but had been unsent, possibly due to events directly referenced within. The document has been translated and is now accessible for viewing by Foundation personnel. Unsent Letter. Grand Carcist Ion, may this missive find you at Cathera, for it shall be my last. Our enemies have begun their assault on the island, but we have completed the rite of preservation. The temple will sleep and await resurrection by the children of Adidam. The fallen kingdoms and followers of Mekhane have united against us, even as their nations crumble. Still, they have transmuted our every victory in the region to that of defeat, even as their own fates are sealed. The Bleeding Heart is our last stronghold in the Aegean Sea, but no doubt our eastern domain remains strong under your eternal gaze. The wounds sustained today will heal. Into the ages of ages, we are undying. Their victory here shall be hollow. Carcist Mexa has claimed their profane instruments and sails for Cathera as I write this. I vow that none are to leave this island alive. May their names be obliterated and their flesh consumed. We summon the Red Death. For the blood of heathens, we sacrifice ourselves. We will meet again in Adidam. I remain. Carcist Tundus. Thank you for listening to SCP-2095. If you enjoyed this SCP, please follow the link in the description to the SCP Wiki, and vote it up to support it and the SCP Wiki as a whole. Also, if you have any SCPs you'd like for me to do, please leave a comment below, and I'll see what I can do.